Hi guys, I'm Shmi. Today I'm at ABT Sportsline taking a look at their version of the new TT. This is the 2-litre TFSI model, but the cool thing is that they've made this have as much power as the new TTS. It's my first look in proper detail at a new TT, so we're going to take a look all around it, talk a bit about the modifications that ABT have made to this car. So starting off on the performance front, it's got 310 horsepower. That's up 80 from the standard 230. And it has 440 newton meters of torque, up 70 from the standard 370. So power and performance much along the lines of the new TTS from the regular 2-litre TFSI model. On the cosmetic front, around front, we have new additions to the skirt. These gloss black pieces you can see against the gunmetal grey wrap on this car. It's got a new splitter, front chin splitter added there. As we come around the side, of course, new wheels. We've got some custom ABT door mirror caps. And around back, a fixed wing added onto the boot lid. An additional skirt for the rear bumper too, and a whole new exhaust system. And trust me, you'll be surprised, it sounds pretty good. Let's take a look on the inside too. Some work's been done here, obviously custom floor mats. We've got an Alcantara steering wheel. We've got the ABT logo with some Alcantara on the seats. Quite a few Alcantara touches here in the center console too. This one I particularly like, this logo right here. Obviously tucks away when you close the door. We're in the TT and I'm going to start this up. Fruity. And the first thing that we notice when we're in this car, if I get to the right view, is this. This display system is truly outstanding. It's the first of Audi's new models, which, interestingly, also come with a new key. Audi have finally updated their key, and you get this new one, which presumably is what they're going to have going forward, which, if you look down here, slots into this nice little pouchy hole thing in there. So that's great. Back to the screen. We've got this thing that you can change and show a crazy number of different things. So if I just change the view, you can have a full screen map with a tiny little rev counter and gear selector on the left and the speedometer on the right. Or obviously you can have those much larger and a smaller map in the middle. You can then go through each of the different settings. So you've got car information, you know, your usual digital stuff you'd expect to have, errors or if there are any, obviously radio, media settings, telephone, and back to the map. And that is quite frankly just really cool. And it means the rest of the car, like through here, you've got these really pretty air vents, really nice design, little LED screens that go with that. It means there's more space because you don't have the big navigation system here, although the passenger, I guess, is left to not get to see one. Inside this steering wheel, the ABT Alcantara steering wheel is really nice, feels wonderful. Seating position's very comfortable. The interior of the car, I think, punches way, way above its weight. It feels like a significantly more upmarket car than you think of when you sort of talk about being in an Audi TT. And obviously we've got the S-tronic double punch gearbox. We've got drive select. That's where you can customize different vehicle and driving settings and modes. Dynamic is the sportiest, so we'll drive it immediately in dynamic. Sorry, my voice is going here. So it tells us we're in Sport S1. All seems pretty well. Let's go for a little drive. The TT is super nimble. You can position it anywhere you'd want. You'd expect so, it's quite a small car. This one has ABT's adjustable suspension system, so you've got the drive select, it has comfort mode, dynamic mode. Obviously in dynamic right now it's quite firm, the ride is very hard, but on these really nice roads that works quite well for us. The gearbox, Audi S-tronic DSG system, works incredibly well, nothing to say about that. You know what you're going to get. You get those sort of very, very, very familiar noises out of it on upshifts and downshifts. Car feels very small on the road, very easy to position and drive. Chuck round corners. just as you'd expect from the power upgrade, this car is really quite quick. 310 PS. It gets a move on. It's that kind of level of power where it's in the usable range. You can actually go out and drive it and hit the red line and not get yourself in trouble like you do with supercars. We're driving it just after driving the RS6R and noticing the difference between the RS6 obviously and the TT is more sports car orientated. The ride is firmer in the full setup, but much more appropriate for the kind of roads we're on right now. One thing I've noticed that this car has much better brakes than the one I drove before. Maybe there was something funny with that, but this feels exactly how you'd want it to from a small sports car. It really does just feel light, nimble, small, easy to position, easy to drive, good for the roads, within sort of legal capabilities. It sounds very fruity. The ABT exhaust obviously adds something in that respect. To be honest, it sounds really quite good. It's quite fun. And all we've got is the 2-litre engine, just with over 300 horsepower. One more thing to show you, if we put it in park, obviously the engine stops automatically, handbrake applies itself, turn it off. Now this is what's kind of annoying. Wait for it. You get that noise every time you turn off the TT. You can't change the volume, you can't disable it, you can't change any settings. It's kind of loud actually. Anyway, doesn't detract too much from a really, really good car. Not bad, hey? I'm left pretty impressed by that little drive there in ABT's new TT. Pretty cool car too, and surprisingly quick and fun to drive. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out all of the other stuff from our Where's Shmee Euro Tour. We're visiting a lot of automotive places. That's it though, I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers! Time to fill you in on all of the details for this year's Where's Shmee Euro Tour. Just say it's right behind me here. It is an Austin yellow BMW M4 Coupe. 3-litre twin turbo straight 6 engine, 425.